Just 1 second, guys. I'm coming right before 9:30. I still have 11 minutes, so just let me do a few things before I can sit properly on my desk. Okay. Hello, 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 Isaac, bro. Did you take something from London session? Yeah, I have taken pretty good amount of profit from London. It was almost $1,150, but I could have secured even more. Um, it's okay. Like it was pretty good on. So I will show you. I will show you. Martin, Murad Hussein, Bullish Bear, Abdullah, then Isaac Creek. Thanks a lot for joining. And yeah, Isaac, you missed yesterday's stream, my brother. Yesterday I was doing the challenge you were talking about, and it was literally $1,058 or something in profit yesterday. Unfortunately, I couldn't resist myself from trading London session on the same account. Although I had pretty good setups on the yesterday's PM session that I didn't take because I was not streaming. But during London, I had to take that trade over there. Okay, even though I'm trying to show it on stream, but this part is literally, I mean, inevitable. This is the account. If it gets to funded, I can literally take the profit out of it. So in London session, it's literally one trade I took. I actually didn't realize it's not 4 yet, so I took a trade before 4, which was not my silver bullet time, so I took a loss on that first trade. Other than that, the second trade I added in different areas, made around $1,142.90. And I will show you my losing area, and I will show you the winning area as well, like where I targeted, how I targeted. So I will show you everything. Just give me a minute. I will show actually right now. We have around 8 minutes before 9:30. I'm just marking the possible opening range gap. This is the yesterday's settlement and 91.75, and wherever the 9:30 opens. So it will be that. I'm just keeping it in a random place for now, but wherever the 9:30 opens, that will be the opening range, and I'm expecting first move towards the downside at 9:30. Uh, at least some of that level. For example, this one literally is in a very good area, this 15 minutes breakaway gap. So it might look little messy, but yeah, let's talk about the London session. So this is where I had my London entry framed, which is, you already know, we have a hourly fair value gap that market was it filled up completely, but respecting, or you can go for that 15 minutes bearish fair value, huge fair value that it was respecting. So from there my London silver bullet started. This is that 4 a.m. because of the daylight saving. Okay, and this is the first time the change in state of delivery happened. So I will just mark the order block on the 5 minutes chart, follow this white line over here. Okay, here. Okay, now I have a breakaway gap over here. At the same time, if you look very carefully, this is the exact mean threshold. This is how it tapped over there. This was that mean threshold retest with that last fair value. At the same time, that same area, this was your extreme order block level where market traded, and the same area also overlaps with your hourly candles week. So let me go there. Here, okay. Why this week? Same thing. Trading fair value, taken liquidity on that move. So that 50%. Here is that 50% level, and here is that reject or retest. If you look on your 5 minutes, even in 1 minute, the green body is stopped here, a small volume imbalance on the 5 minute, straight away fall. It's that part, okay, from that area. So overall, this was the London setup. Market traded back into this. This is, I took entry from this fair value plus that breaker level. I took from there. At the same time, when market was going higher, I added inside of this fair value at this level because of the mean threshold, CE, a lot of other things overlapping over there. So literally this level I added more lots, took a partial below this low because there was a hourly bullish fair value, although it was a very small one here, okay, very small one, but I took a partial. I choose to go for a partial below this low, especially at this level. If this move gave me the partial at the new day opening gap low and new week opening gap high, that level. And I'm going quick because I don't want to miss up on the 930 move, that's why. And I want to see like how it works over there. And the second partial, here is your hourly bullish fair value. Below that you had your hourly breakaway gap. So my target was literally here as my second partial, which was right below this low, where it has created exact equal low with that wick, and then market came and took that liquidity. This was my second partial. Yes, I was holding 5 lots worth of trade for this liquidity and this 15 minutes fair value to get traded. Unfortunately, that one market stopped me at this high. So my trailing stop loss from this specific area was until this high. So that's that part, and that was my London silver bullet entry and setup, the whole thing. Okay, now let me check, is the 930 happened? No, not yet. Oh come on, this is, I was literally expecting this at 930, not now. Damn it. It's that fair value. Okay, it just tapped that low of the fair value and then fall. But anyway, come on, I was expecting the thing to happen at 930, not before that. Bit heartbroken because it happened before, but anyway, wherever the market comes, anyway, let me leave it around this area. And I marked it as a buy side because that's the midpoint of the 15 minutes wick on here. Okay, that wick, it's same reason, taking some liquidities, trading into fair value. So I marked the midpoint of that, and that's why I was like, I marked that as my buy side. If it can go higher, I have the yesterday's last fair value that can be your breakaway gap, is still there, and we have so many liquidities sitting above. So what I will do is I will utilize one of those fair values to look for the buy long until that. But I am not happy with the way market did over here, because I was literally waiting to see these liquidities are taken at 930 move, not before that. So many lines, I don't really remember a lot of them, so let me remove this one and keep just that one. Let's see where the 930 open happens. Damn it, I didn't like it, man. I didn't like it at all, because this thing I was literally expecting to happen at 930, not now. Still, let's see, it's again going higher, if it's going for that fair value or even this buy side liquidity or not, and then give us the move or not. Waiting is the key here. It's trading the fair value gap over here. Now you can see I have marked 2 breakaway gaps. The reason behind that is this is a valid swing low on the 15 minutes chart. Okay, like this, at least 2 candle on the left and multiple on the right. and it has traded this fair value, left it as a breakaway, went higher, created two new fair value gaps. So this is my breakaway, this is the fair value that market can fill up if it wants completely. It's that part. Now from here I'm expecting, like, if the 9:30 opening is around this area, which will happen right after this candle close, my my focus will be basically market is going for some of these liquidities. So it's that part. Let's see where this candle closes. First run I'm expecting towards some of these liquidities. Maybe this low can be an area, or these relative equal lows can be an area. From here again I will be looking for buy longs. It's that part. So wherever it closes this candle, and let me reset all the chart, keep it simple, clean as I can. Okay, this 15 minutes, shit. So let's see. Come on. It's that move that I was expecting. The first move will be on the lower side, that move. So hope it makes sense. Opening range gap. Okay, this was the yesterday's settlement. This is when 9:30 opened. It filled up 25%, grab these liquidities. Could have been better if it could grab those liquidities as well. So from here, and even better if, because this fair value was not traded, although there is the hourly bullish fair value, but it was not traded. It's that part. So let's see how it looks. I hope you got the point. Why I'm looking for the first run towards the downside. Same thing happened yesterday, same thing you are seeing today as well. So opening range gap, it's a very important concept. Although I don't really need a fib projection, I will just move it towards the right side, just to keep the current price line bit clean. And let's see, trade done before market open. Amazing. Yeah, I took this fall. I don't know how you took it, but if you have taken it, good job. Let me see. Hi brother, how are you? I steady scalper. I'm good. I took the same trade. Amazing. You took overnight London trade, 15 minutes FVG gave nice entry for me. 15 minutes FVG gave nice entry. I don't know which one you're talking. Okay, unfortunately it didn't give us any entry. That's that part, because this was a fair value that could have been traded and market could come here even for this low, but anyway, it is what it is. This is expected, right? This is not something I'm not saying over and over again. I'm saying it multiple times. Okay, when you have a big opening range gap, although literally I was expecting the gap can happen around this area, so that 50% level overlaps with one of the fair value gaps. Unfortunately that didn't happen, so let's see. This could have been an entry, but I'm not willing to take it because it's coming out of a 15 minutes breakaway gap after cleaning these sell side liquidities. So maybe market, if it's overzealous, it can use this as an inversion and now go for the buy side. So I'm waiting. I'm not willing to press the button yet. It's that part, because it has cleared liquidity. Okay, these liquidities traded into it. It doesn't need to come back here because there is a hourly bullish fair value, so it can go higher from this area as well. And there is the balance price range, or BPR. So let's see if there is anything to do with that or not. Let me mark this as the 9:30, although I would love to see how market is holding around this fair value gap. I will remove this one because it's literally fully traded, although 15 minutes body still didn't close below that, so that can be a good thing. However, I'm willing to wait. I want to see market coming for this sell side and inside of this fair value. So that will be the hourly fair value revisit. At the same time 15 minutes fair value where I had some equal or relative equal lows that market didn't take. So it's that part. It's simply that part of the time. How is it looking like? Come here and here. I told my friend around 8 a.m. New York time. I talked with him and I was fixing settings on his OBS studio. During that moment, I was saying like the 9:30 move will be lower. I'm expecting literally that part, and you all know by now. And this is the reason I came earlier. I came before 9:30. Because every time there is a setup, but I was unable to frame it on my stream because yeah, it is what it is. So let's see what happens. This type of thing is literally I don't know, like it's more obvious. You can literally take, see, it was trading this fair value, you had a volume imbalance, so, and no week. Remember what I said about no week? So your fair value was until this far, market filled up the fair value completely, then it started to go lower. So maybe that could have been an area to look for the sell short, and it could have been a better area. But yeah, I mean, I don't want you guys to give or generate any idea based on the thing. Market can simply go higher, drop these liquidities, then can give us the move. So better to wait for the fair value to form. It's that part. So 5-minute breaker on top of trade done before market open. I have read that one. Let me actually put it to live chat so that I don't miss anyone's comment. Okay. 5 minutes breaker on top. If you are looking towards this breaker, any of these maybe, but I'm more about looking forward to the buy side delivery, how it delivers. So far I don't have any change in state, I don't have any fair value gap, anything to frame a trade. So I'm willing to wait until market gives me a proper setup. This was the entry for the 50% level or even until this low, but whatever market is doing right now, I'm better off looking towards that one. I am not willing to take the sell shot from there. It's coming for this liquidity and that 50% revisit. That is what I want to see. Okay, if it happens, it's a better market condition to look for entries, because if it leaves this one, now it has generated more liquidities around that area. So it took that one, traded back into this 1-minute fair value, which is this one below that low. Okay, so below this low, it has traded by a tick, or you can call it equal low. So it has traded until there. You have relative equal lows over there. So let me remove my London session framings. This is the hourly bearish fair value gap high. I just put a blue line over there where market is trading or retracing. So let me check. I would love to see it's inverting this fair value and then aiming for those relative equal highs and even higher. So let's see. I need proper setup. Okay, I'm waiting. One above that you pointed, I got your point. If you might be looking here, because swing high, liquidity grab, market structure shift, this sort of thing. But the thing is, if you look on 1 minute, okay, here, so it didn't trade there yet, this one, and that's not a good area to look for that. So the reason I'm saying this is because yes, it has cleared some of the liquidities from here, but it didn't clear liquidities from those high, or it didn't even traded the unfilled portion of the fair value. So it has generated more relative equal highs over here. Okay, that's the reason. And from where it is falling, like literally from where it is falling, in your 5 minutes on this leg, you don't have any fair value gap around this area. So okay, rejection, yes, rejection I can see. That's why I didn't mark the high, I marked the midpoint. So it's that part. This is that BPR, balance price range trade. Now it's going for the sell side, I believe, especially this one, if it's possible. Looking forward to take a buy long. Let's see, like, if it gives me the setup or not, and that part I'm waiting until market can clear the liquidity. So it's that bodies are staying here but trading back into that fair value, especially the balance price range. So not bad. Now let's see how it does. I'm eager to take a small sell short from here, but unfortunately my brain is saying it's okay, give it some time. Let me check if we had any news. 8:30 we had a news. How it looks? Building permits, medium impact, doesn't matter. Low, so less than expected is maybe bearish for the market, so it should be bullish. Yeah, so it's bearish for the dollar index. Accumulation, manipulation higher, distribution lower, take the sell side, then give us the setup for the buy long. It will be great if it happens that way. It will be great if it happens that way. Just take that buy side, this high, trade maybe the midpoint, come back again. Yes, cleared some liquidity, that I know, but could have been great to see it's taking this liquidity as well. If it continues to go higher, I will look for a setup from this fair value gap, whatever the fair value it will create, because this is the moment where market is literally after closing above the midpoint rejecting from there, and it has cleared liquidity around that area. $39, maybe here is a good area. 33 handle, nah, not liking it. So I would look for a lower entry if it can give me maybe around 25% of this fair value. Any entries today? Must rider, not yet brother, not yet. I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Not entry, no entry yet, no entry yet. I will take a small, like 5 lots or something, if it can give me here, and the stop loss will be around this area, like this rejection part. $25, yep. And what is this? The opening range gap. So the 25%, almost 50% was filled. Yeah, so this one. This is that inverted one, but unfortunately I'm willing to see it's at least coming for the midpoint and then rejecting from there, and I will target the partial maybe until, I don't know, like I'm thinking about low of this one, but if I have to, I will take some partial around this area. Come on, midpoint, midpoint, the 25%, come on, do not go higher from there. Fork, what the fork, bro? It didn't give me the entry, bro. I cannot take at top, okay? It's literally nearly 40 handles worth of a stop loss if I put here, and I have to at least cover until this far, the possible order block, okay? I cannot do it any lower. So if that is the case, it's 33.5 handle worth of a stop loss. Even with 5 lots, it's more than, like, if I take there, it's nearly 17 handle worth of a stop loss, which I'm not liking. That's why I didn't press over there until here. This is the yesterday's 930, but I'm more about using it as the breakaway gap, like the last fair value. If market can break that, I will utilize this fair value to aim for those buy side. So I have still lot of room. I don't care about missing on opportunity. Okay, it's about giving market the time it requires. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? If it, I'm happy. If it doesn't, please correct me. I will be happy to be corrected. Unfortunate. I know this is the breakaway gap. Okay, sorry, inversion fair value. And this is that BPR, balance price range, that market has traded back and forth. So I could use that area as a very good area to look for the entry. But unfortunately, I cannot take entry from the top. So I'm still waiting to see the midpoint will be revisited, especially this midpoint. The only thing here that is something that it traded this high, although it created more relative equal highs. So let's see. Anyway, I'd love to see the 25% or even midpoint of this fair value is getting traded. It's that part. Amazing. Now I don't want to see market is coming any lower than the midpoint of that fair value. So any lower below this could have been great, like if it can keep it as a breakaway gap. So this is the CE of the fair value. I'm just keeping that CE level and removing this one. It's that part. Now about the take profit, I'm expecting until this far, but I will take some partial around this area, like the CE of that or the rejection block of that part. It can reject from there as well. This is the CE of the bullish fair value. Okay, so midpoint of the bullish fair value. It can revisit order block. No problem with that because it's overlapping the fair value gap. It has traded the upper portion. It can come until this far. like literally this level. This is the 5 minutes order block. Even better if it comes here. Okay. I don't need to count anything. Let's see how it's going. I didn't cover the third candle's low because I believe it should have the power if it's willing to go higher. If not, it has cleared this. Now it can go for this sell side. So I'm just leaving it there. A small risk doesn't matter, okay? It's literally $285 worth of risk. So I'm not too worried about the stop loss. Just thinking like if I have to regret about the third candle's low. That's that part. Otherwise, I'm happy. Okay, now I have to mark this fair value. Since it closed below the fair value, I don't want to see it's respecting the midpoint of that fair value, because that can turn into inversion as well. It has cleared liquidity. Now market broke below that fair value, it can turn it into an inversion. And by the way, the mean threshold is already violated, but I want to see like if it doesn't stop, I want to see it's going back above the mean threshold and closing there. It's gonna stop. It's okay. I should not calculate anymore. I should not calculate anymore. I know. It literally inverted that fair value with a single move. And this time I don't want to see market is closing above this midpoint. If it's inversion, this should be the level from where market should continue lower and take these liquidities. So wait until that happens. Wait until that happens. We have to wait until market can clear the sell side. This one is less important to me. This is more important. Yep. I saw one thing, but it's already like, how can I justify this when I had a bigger fair value gap and the midpoint was getting respected? So the thing is, that was the breakaway. That was the first. Broke below that, traded, now came lower. But since that already happened, I saw it, but I'm not willing to utilize that information, because I believe now the only high probability will form after clearing these liquidities. Maybe this one more time. Better if it can take this one. It has taken this high. And the only thing I'm thinking, only if I covered that 5 minutes mean threshold. The third candle's low. If that can be the reason for market not to stop. If that happens, okay, how I'm going to frame the next one? If this is the scenario that market is trading the mean threshold of 5 minutes and then going higher, in that case I will find a fair value gap that will remain unfilled. Like literally the first time it will create a fair value that will remain unfilled, and from there market will create another fair value to go higher. So I'm willing to see that fair value to form. It's still respecting the midpoint of that inversion or possible inversion. I'm waiting until a bullish fair value happens because it is rejecting from the order block mean threshold. At the same time, if the market can stay above order block level, I don't want to see it's revisiting the mean threshold. So first let it close above the order block, then I don't want it to come back again for the mean threshold. Hello Asif bhai. Hey Ravi, how are you? How are you? That open high took as you are forgetting your space, brother. taken, then we can look for sell. Just a second, let me read it properly. 15 minutes buy side, okay. Entries today, taken, then we can look for sell. I align with FVG2 less than. What do you want to say? What are you talking about? I don't really got the point. So must rider, make it bit clear for me, like what exactly you are talking about and what is the answer you are looking for over there. That open high took as a sell. I also stepped out. CISO, do not copy, brother. Please do not copy me. Although I'm trying to make a live funded account, like going from a combined to a funded account as requested by a few, but please do not copy. If it is what you are looking for, yeah, it's okay, but if not, it's better if you don't copy, because that will put me under pressure. So it closed above the order block. I don't want to see market is coming back for mean threshold, and I need a bullish fair value gap. So let me check. Taken, then we can look for sell. Mask Rider, brother, what exactly you said over there? No, sir, that trade makes sense for me. So, okay, all good. If it makes sense for you, I'm happy to see that. Only thing, as I said, maybe the third. I should have actually looked for the 5 minutes mean threshold because of that change in state. However, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. What can I say? That was the area to put the stop loss, because this one was literally overlapping the mean threshold level. So yeah, I don't want to see market coming back for the mean threshold one more time. I will put it here and mark it as the CISD candle. It was good until my stop loss placement was too tight. Shit happens. No problem. No problem, bro. I will find another setup. I still didn't get a fair value gap. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for. If it can come back here, I'm gonna utilize the order block level, I guess. Or better to wait until the fair value is presented. It's better. But yeah, I mean, okay, so below this. This time this will be the stop loss. If I can get the entry fill. This was a good area too because of that 1 minute new order block it has created. However, I'm willing to see like if it can revisit that 5 minutes or not. That's why I was looking forward to that area. But let's see. I'm talking about this one, okay? Like it's respecting that part, at the same time the midpoint of that fair value. It was broken. The very next candle came back again. The very next candle came back. So let's see. I'm not trying to put any reasoning behind this fair value. Mostly I'm respecting or reasoning because of the 5 minutes order block and min threshold respect. I should have marked the 5 minutes min threshold so I could know like my stop loss if it's safe over here or not. Only I had to do is, instead of here, I had to put it below the third candle slow. That's what I was even saying, like if I have to regret regarding that part or not. So let's see. I'm expecting market to revisit the order block but not the min threshold. So my stop loss will be at this low, but entry will be at the order block level. Let's see. And if it's respecting this one, I will have other ways to frame the trade. For example, I will look for a buy bullish fair value around this area, and then I will take the entry. And I'm gonna press the button the moment it creates the fair value, not to retest the fair value. The reason behind that is this fair value will remain unfilled. Market will not fill it up. Whatever the fair value is, it will remain unfilled. So I will press the button the moment I find my fair value gap. So the next candle close, I will press my button. It's that way because it will remain unfilled. So my stop loss, if I take that entry, will be below this low. Whatever the size is, I don't care about the size. I need a fair value gap to actually say or confirm that part. Regardless of the size, as long as there is a fair value presented. If no fair value, no entry. Let it go. "25 seconds left." I can press now, but it's okay. Let it confirm that one. Okay. Until it's confirmed, I'm not gonna press. But I believe I can press now. It's gonna leave that fair value. I'm ready with my mouse pointer as long as I get my fair value gap. One tick not enough. Okay, so no fair value, no entry. No fair value, no entry. As simple as that. It could have revisited this part, okay, and still it's within the range to revisit that, so I'm waiting for that. Rejected from middle, tapping on the top and rejecting. Whatever it is, I didn't find my fair value, so no fair value, no entry. Let me check the 1 minute on. Let me actually put it to the empty instead of grid, so it comes until this far. Amazing. So the order block and that far. Looking forward to that 5 minutes retest. I hope it's not literally coming until this far and then going higher. That will be a sad part to happen, because that's also the high of the 5 minutes order block. But I believe it should revisit that level, even a little inside, maybe the 930 fair value one more time. So let's see. Two things, okay? It has traded that order block level, coming from the 5 minutes min threshold or even the 1 minute extreme order block, whatever you want to call over there around this area, because it has cleared liquidity, traded into 15 minutes fair value. I'm just waiting for that fair value to form. Wherever it forms, this will be my stop loss. If it forms over there, maybe this can be my stop loss. So I'm just looking forward to the fair value I'm looking for. And the fair value it will create, that will remain unfilled. So whenever the fair value is confirmed, I have to execute on the market. it will act as a breakaway gap. Unfilled doesn't mean it cannot trade that fair value, but it should remain as a breakaway gap. I'm looking forward to that one. So anytime here, hi brother, I got my second payout today. Steady scalper 1273. I wanted to say thank you so much for your valuable information regarding trade and strategy. No worries, brother. I'm so happy for you, and yeah, I'm willing to see the same message from everyone. I hope it's helping, but yeah, I mean it is what it is. No fair value yet, no entry until this level. So holding, waiting. It can revisit this change in state level one more time. Okay, and that is also this order blocks mean threshold. So all I need is a fair value gap. Damn it, man. I was still in profit with that first trade. Just had to cover the min threshold by a little more. Not by this low, maybe by this low. The third candle slow. I didn't mark that one, so I paid the price. Anyway, it's okay. It's okay. It's completely okay because I was literally expecting this fair value and this 930 fair value should have the power to send price higher. It should not do something like this. Friday, my struggle day. Let's see how it goes. All I'm looking for a bullish fair value gap and waiting for that actually. So if it's created, I will target the high or even like the midpoint where I marked as a buy side for my first partial, and the rest will be taken below this level. And if market can break this area, I have more room, like literally I can utilize from here until that buy side, the upper one, okay, as my next target, even maybe higher, but this is 72 handles, so no problem with waiting. Come on, show me the fair value. Don't take it, just leave, create the fair value gap. I could use this order block. I was thinking about it, but I was more towards this one. I was leaning more towards this one. Okay, that order block. Traded this lowest down close, traded back into that, went higher. So now this is the fair value I'm looking for. That should be unfilled. No wick, a problematic thing, but do not take it, please. Yeah, create a smaller fair value first, then go higher. Ah, come on. That's the CE of the 15 minutes candle where I put that buy side. Okay, it's not the high, it's just the CE of the 15 minutes candle over there. Here, okay, the high is here, so I left it until that part. Let's see. Let's see. It has traded there, so I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. See that? Which week is important? Trading into a fair value gap, that midpoint. Look at that. Look at that, bro. Not targeting the high, not counting this week. My higher time frame is my main priority. So I'm not counting this week. Instead, I counted the 15 minutes week. And this is that midpoint of the week. Again, here to here, the midpoint. And if this is the price action, I believe I have to I have to think of something else. Oh damn it. Let me check what the 50 was. This was the 950 move. Shit. And this was that macro until that far. It was a banger of a trade. Only thing I didn't cover the third candle, man. Only thing I didn't cover the third candle. And this bloody market is not giving me any fair value gaps to look for the setup. So wait. Waiting is the key. I'm not interested now. Like if it creates fair value here, I'm not interested. It has a reason to come lower. That's the macro. The 50 candle caused the damage for me. Literally stopped me by what? Maybe 1 or 2 ticks. So my stop loss was below this low. And that's how far it came. So this is 48.25 and it came until 47.50. So 0.75, not even one handle. Damn it. Yeah, I mean it's not happening for me right now because I'm not seeing the fair value gaps. I'm not seeing the strength. Yes, 5 minute might have created one. 15 minutes it's expanding pretty crazy. But yeah, I'm not happy with the way market went higher. It went from that fair value, cleared liquidities. Now I had more liquidities around here. Doesn't matter until I find a higher time frame fair value gap or point of interest. I'm not willing to look for any setup. It's that part, and it's still respecting that. Okay. I hope you got the point. How I mark the buy side liquidity. That's more important. Even if this was the high, I know from where market can reverse or give you a sell side delivery. So I just marked until that far. I didn't mark the midpoint of this fair value. I didn't mark the week of this fair value. Maybe by now it has actually traded this week's midpoint as well, but I don't really need it as long as my 15 minute has a better area to look for. So it's that part. Now waiting patiently. Waiting is the key right now. I'm a bit upset about the stop loss, man. Literally, I didn't had the mean threshold mark over here. So I could put it below this candle's low and get the same result out of the trade. So close partial here, maybe hold until that far, moving the stop loss to break even. It could have been a very good entry. Remember where my entry was? This fair value gaps midpoint around this area. So literally here I was already in break even after taking the partial, and it was not a bad entry at all. Literally the profit it offered from here until here, the partial was 42.5 handle. So amazing profit over there. Okay, but it's okay. Let me remove this one. It doesn't have any job anymore. Now more important is this area, how market is trading, and if it's willing to go for this sell side or not. Got to 50. Amazing. Ready for sell short. It's okay. I'm not taking sell short yet because I believe hourly has something else to say. So yeah, I mean that was that hourly order block. Maybe the min threshold was traded with that candle. Long week can be a consolidation range as well. Fair value gap, breakaway gap traded. This fair value is still valid. So yeah, whatever you saw, it's based on, I have already like looked into the hourly fair value during London session, so I know exactly what I'm looking for. But yeah, I'm not interested, and that's that C area, that's that order block or the change in a state that you saw on the hourly. It's that part. Waiting. Yeah, I know like this fair value was a good fair value, but still I'm not looking for sell. I would let the market take these liquidities, then again aim for a buy side setup again. Because it has now generated more. Okay, with this high, it's now created relative equal highs. At the same time, I have unmitigated fair value above and a lot of buy side as well. So let's see. By the way, Australian stock market had a overnight fall of nearly 21%, almost every stock. The flight center, the what it calls Amazon Australia, I think the Dick Smith, then Kogan, everything had a big fall overnight, nearly 21% fall. I'll show you something. Wait. Let the market do its job and let me show you this one. This. From there overnight. This is the stock market and you will see a lot of volume imbalances like this. It has cleared these liquidities trading into this fair value. Now let's see if it has the power to send higher or if market is willing to go for these lows also. All this low and then trade somewhere here. This is a new day opening gap as well for the Australian market or stock market. So huge new day opening gap. It can maybe later on go there. I don't know what was the reason, but this is the daily 20.44% fall on that one single candle. It's that part. Anyway. Did you trade